Welcome to this Type 61 replay. I'm platooned up with Garui in his AMX 30 and we're here to try and influence this match as best as possible. At the start I'm moving to my standard location, which is the big rock in the middle of the map here, because it's got two really good angles on two approaches to this whole flank. On the right hand side you can cover people coming up the hill, and on the left hand side you can cover people coming down the hill. So you can put some pretty effective fire down here if you manage to stay hidden. And since there's no RT, we're pretty safe down here. So I'm setting up shop here while the lights start to see if they can spot something. And so far nothing shows up. But WZ does, but he's going the other way, and then we see a VK, but they're not yet in shot. That's the only disadvantage to this little location, is there's this big rock there that everyone uses for spotting, and as soon as they hide behind that you can't put fire in. That shot, I don't know where it went, fully aimed on the turret of the Pershing, and I guess it flew over the tank. Sometimes happens, but nothing you can do about it. So we just have to wait until targets show up. Type 61, I'm getting better and better at it. At first I didn't quite like it. I still get quite a lot of times I get one-shotted by RT because this tank has no armor. It's a little bit annoying, but trying to see if we can put some fire on the other flank. But unfortunately everything gets despotted before we can actually put fire in. So there we have our first effective shot of the match. T25-2. And I'm not going to fire on that yet. And now I am. And that's the only thing that's good about the T25-2 is the gun mantlet. This shell has 268 penetration and it just dinged off the mantlet. However, now we have a WZ here, and 268 pen again. Bounced it for some reason, no clue why. This shot completely disappears, probably hit something else, I hope. And then this Pershing decides to make a run for it. So it's time to punish him a little bit. And the rate of fire on this gun is actually quite nice, even though it's inaccurate and very troll. At the same time, that's one of the disadvantages to, for instance, the Japanese compared to the Germans. The Germans are more accurate. While they have the same sort of gun, the 105, the Germans are more accurate, but they have a slower reload, whereas this gun fires faster but is more inaccurate. And here I'm just perma-tracking this WZ and farming some damage. As you can see, the reload is quite nice on this gun. And WZ blind fires. He actually hit me. I'm not saying anything because then I'll obviously give my position away. And here I can't put fire in anymore because Rui drives in my shot. Another shot on the T25-2, which vanishes unfortunately. But he gets taken out, so that's good. So now we focus attention on this flank. Front of a Panther 2 turret. Never knew it was so durable, but I guess it can stop 268 pen. The Chi-Ri, however, will not, no matter where you shoot. So some easy damage, and then I'm sort of deciding to make a move very soon, because our heavies on the right are getting thoroughly pressed. The Panther 2 retreats and we can't get a shot on, so it's time to move. At first I'm thinking of going up the hill, but then I think now we actually need to take care of these TN9 tanks on the right. And then some nice juicy TDs get spotted, but there's some wrecks in front. So I'm trying to move up. Obviously I can't linger because I got spotted by that guy. And the TDs got despotted, which is a little bit unfortunate. Trying to find the target here. and we managed to take him out. And I ducked behind the rock just to stay a little bit safe. Unfortunately, from this position you can't actually fire on the pass there, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm trying to search for a target on this Conqueror here, but it doesn't seem to be happening. And then we noticed that behind us our team was kind enough to push up the hill even though they were outgunned. So I'm telling them stop pushing the hill and wait. Of course they completely ignore it. But we're not going to get any more shots on this flank, unfortunately, so we both decide to go to the other side and try and help these guys out. Unfortunately, obviously they ignored that we asked them not to push, so they're just going to die uselessly and needlessly, which is a bit unfortunate. We could have really used the guns. So I'm trying to find a shot on this Borsig. And the CDC is not much luck. He's up against a Panther II, and the Panther II has armor, whereas the CDC doesn't. So he gets taken out. And then we spot the Borsig. Managed to put a really good shot in, but unfortunately he takes out my platoon mate. Managed to snap a shot into the Panther II. And while the AMX 30 is keeping my back clear, the rest of the team dies because we weren't able to support them. I tried to see if I can get a shot off here on those guys, but too late, and now it's just AMX 30 and me remaining. So yeah, not really good, 2 versus 6, but I've still got most of my health left, so that's actually good. I'm going around to the left now to come up from a different position, trying to use these bushes to not get spotted. Obviously I get spotted even though I'm behind bush cover, but the Borsig misses me. I'm trying to get a shot on the Panther. He gets taken out, I pull back, Borsig hits me, but then I get hit in the back by the Yak Panther II as well. He shoots my commander. I try to get into cover, but obviously Borsig has a really good rate of fire, so he takes me out, and that is where this match ends for me. With a high caliber and a Confederate, but that was not the actual purpose of this replay. It was actually the AMX 30, and pretty soon my camera will go to him. He actually took care of the AMX 30, which is good, and this Yak Panther II is moving up. The Borsig calls him a hiding noob, and the AMX 30 says, yes you are. Because this Borsig, he got pretty upset that he got killed actually. So here's the view on the AMX 30. And the Borsig that was hiding in the back behind rocks and enemy tanks is calling the AMX 30 a hiding idiot. Because he got outplayed, which is unfortunate for him. But nothing we can do about it. So I was typing a little bit, and I'm telling him, you just got outplayed because you did stupid stuff. And here we go, full health Yak Panther II. Obviously his shot sets the AMX 30 on fire, because that's what you always need, but the AMX 30 is reloaded, so goodbye Yak Panther II. Now obviously I imagine this guy uses the premium ammo, because the normal penetration on this gun, 175, would not be enough to reliably get through the front of a Yak Panther II, but it doesn't matter. In this situation I would definitely load premium ammo as well. And I've got this tank as well, still use it for clan wars and such, but I don't play the randoms often because of the lousy penetration, and I prefer to not use premium ammo as much as possible. So a machine that's only really viable with premium ammo in randoms is not really my kind of thing. SP1C, for instance, has more penetration than this thing and is a tier lower. So, but ShoLan is moving up to spot the cap and make sure that we don't lose this match. So, takes careful aim. And mercy roll, because why not? But he manages to take out the IS-8 that was capping. So, 2 shots in the clip. And the enemy T-49 is actually cheering for ShoLan now as well. He actually sees a good play, or knows a good player when he sees one. So, just waiting probably for a reload. Yeah, there we go, he was reloading. And now we've got 2 tanks left, a Conqueror and an ISU. So, see what we can do. I'm telling him there's a rock and a bush near the cap where you could shoot from cover, but obviously ShoLan has different plans. He spots the Conqueror, tries to get an angle on him. And these camera movements obviously were mine during the replay. I can't actually, well, I can put like a free camera on it, but I guess this is how I saw it, which is what I want in this replay really as well. So, Conqueror is over there, ShoLan is making a dash for it, but unfortunately, through the magic of spotting mechanics, ShoLan unfortunately gets spotted, which is not good. So, waiting to get despotted, and then he moves the other way. So the Conqueror thinks that he is coming from up north, while he's actually going south. So a nice trick on the Conqueror, who, the good player that he is, falls for it obviously. And ShoLan just goes into hiding behind these houses and waiting for his ambush shot. The only thing we have to hope for though is that the ISU doesn't actually show up now, because that would be very unfortunate. ShoLan spots the Conqueror, which did exactly what he wanted of him, which was to go around the north. And now he's just waiting for his opportunity. So waiting for the Conqueror to pass. You don't want to attack the front of the tank. The best armor is there, so what you want is to attack the rear, and I don't know if he got spotted there actually. No, he didn't. So nice auto aim bounce on the Conqueror, but he managed to take him out before he takes a return shot, so that's really good. And there we go again. Second kill, 5 kills. And the team starts cheering for him as well now. And I'm saying premium ammo bounce, and he'll say auto aim. And I'm also telling Garui is telling him not too much time left. So it's important that he finds that ISU now. The ISU has 2 kills, but then again the ISU was on the rock in base for the majority of the match. So, and if he was actively supporting his team the way he should, he would have been here by now. So the ISU is somewhere in base, and now the bore seat pipes up again. Typical noob, wait, hide and not spot, and blah 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 blah. I'm telling him to be quiet because he's a little bit annoying. And ShoLan is putting some fuel on the fire as well. But at the moment we have 57 seconds on the clock, so ShoLan, even though he's a light tank, needs to make a move. So he pushes up and then spots the ISU, who is hiding in a dip. But he's smart enough to stay behind his rock and not expose himself. Now I guess he at this point was trying to go up the hill around this house, but I'm telling him 34 seconds, so he really needs to put fire on. Luckily he affirmatives that and actually takes up a really good position over here, being careful not to knock over the tree. And yeah, Topgun, patrol duty, defender, and Kolobanovs.